Buenos dias. I got my coffee. We're back home in my own dwelling right now, and we're getting this week started. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it just because market's about to open, and there's not really much else to say other than us opening yesterday. This was our price. Friday's close. Let's just drop down to the 15 minute. That way we can get a nice glimpse of what we were looking at. Right, we can pretty much guess that was Sunday's open right here. All right. As soon as we opened, we fell, rejected that 200 SMA. Let me go ahead and zoom in for you kind folks. All right. So rejected the 200 SMA, came back down, testing the strong level right there, and the 200 SMA coming back up for retest, and we just start pushing up. So that's why we like to pretty much wait and see what happens overnight. You never know what actually might happen. But a lot of bombing, a lot of, a lot of trash talk coming from Trump. All right, Trump was pretty much crashing out over over on his social media. Truth. Let me see. Where is it at? I got it right here somewhere. All right. Let's go ahead and let's just bring this up. All right, for you kind folks. All right. Donald Trump said Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straight. You crazy bastards, or you will be living in hell. My guy is crashing out right now. All right. So I, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just saying, dude might lose it. All right. That's a tough one right now. All right. This is a good guy to follow as well too, man. He gives you a lot of good information, a lot of good information on what's going on in the market right now. All right, and he explains things as well, very, 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 very good. So that's a good one to follow on X. Over the weekend too, Strait of Hormuz traffic hits highest levels over the weekend. All right, so the story's still pretty much the same, yo. Like it's why I haven't been making that much videos. It's just gonna sound pretty redundant, it's just gonna be the same thing over and over again. We bounce right here at this strong level, shoot up. We're coming back down to test the 50 SMA. We got this strong level of 24,491. We're still below the 200 day, nonetheless. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do want to see it come up, retest the 200 day. Um, that's pretty much what I really want to see. I'm not gonna lie. All right. We still have these critical levels bounced off of critical level 3. This is probably our most important, crucial level right here. Um, we lose this strong level of 24,068 of 068, then we'll be coming back down to 23,573.75. All right. This is that critical level 1. Pretty much we'll see what happens today and going into tomorrow. All right. I think they're gonna open up those gates or open up the straits. No, I don't. All right. Especially with Trump crashing out like that. I mean, if you know anything about anybody or anything, when someone's technically crashing out like that, it's probably because they got nothing else left but to do. All right. So I think at this point, I think Trump is pretty much just throwing a fit because he's not getting his way. It's kind of like when you catch your boyfriend or girlfriend cheating, and then they're like start crashing out. I didn't cheat. You always accused me. Next thing you know, you're like, yeah, but I already seen the text messages. Yeah, whatever. Go ahead, crash out. Look like a fool, right? Um, Oil. All right. There's a clear indicator. This is what I'm saying. This is pretty much the text messages right here. Like, ain't nothing getting done. So I don't care what you say. You can sit here. You can lie to me blatantly to my face. Look at oil. All right. I mean, it's rising. It shot up to 115, and the market moved up. I don't know about y'all, dog, but we about to short this move. That's what I'm about to do. I don't know what y'all about to do, but I know what I'm finna do. You know what I'm saying? If you know what's good for your health and your wealth, Fuck with your boy. All right. Marvell up to 108. I love that. I got a lot of shares in that. But this is also a big area where we do tend to reject right here. Okay. So let's go. Let's mark this level out for y'all. Whoops, did not want to do that. Oh God. You're killing me, Smalls. All right, there you go. And we'll keep this as our key level. Dude, am I blind right now? Oh, I gotta ask price levels. All right. 109.20. Yeah, point two. Yeah, I like that. All right. We reject this level. You can see it's coming back down, and we'll pretty much be retesting this level right here. I like that level right there. Yep. We'll be coming back down to 100. All right. So if you guys want to short it, that's up to y'all. Seen some pretty strong buys here at 100. That's a pretty strong retest. Anything above 109, I think we're gonna go see 120. So it's looking good, man. It's looking good for calls as well too. But given the state of the market and all the oil, just I'd be very, 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 very cautious. Okay. Um, we found a lot of strong buying power right here. So I'm gonna change this to a critical level. Actually, we're gonna change this to a strong level. I like that. A lot better. All right. These are two strong levels right here. We got 1 and 2. We got out of that order block, so we're just not even gonna have that order block there no more. I do see us coming back, retesting this 320, and if it comes to 320, I will be shorting this. All right, I will be shorting it. I like this for a short. Made some good money on the way back down when we shorted it up here at this 325 marker. All right, so we reject right here at the 50 SMA. All come Tuesday as well too. Doesn't open up. Oil's still on the rise. I mean, this looks like a good recipe. All right, for disaster. So just I always say, tread lightly. You don't got to full port anything. All right, y'all. The name of the game is just to stay alive until the next day. All right, Google coming back up to test that 200 or that 50 SMA. Open. I need this mother down, bro. Look at that. Look at that. It came back down, bounced right up above 430. As the oil, as long as oil is still on the rise, I mean, we're talking about real estate and the all the gas is gonna take to haul the equipment out, to get materials out there, to use these cranes, these forklifts, everything to pretty much build the houses. I mean, real estate's gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? So if we're kind of teetering on the brink right here, it's either gonna go one of two ways. Okay, this is either gonna shoot up from all this consolidation, or we're gonna fall down some more. And I'm gonna tell you right now, 200 SMA is coming down, and it's coming down pretty sharp. Okay, so looking for disaster at that point. You got the 50 SMA, already had that death cross right there, so we already pretty much fell. If this continues to fall, I mean, I'm looking for 278, even back down to 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, but I think we'll get that quick scare. If it comes back down anywhere near a dollar, I mean, y'all already know the game plan. Your boys in. Qualcomm, this is 160, 126. All right, that's looking good. I'm looking for 124s. Let's see what happens this week. We can get a lot, especially just for it hanging out right here. I do like shorts, but I'm definitely gonna take my time when it comes to this one. But you lose 125, it'll be coming down to 119 pretty quick. We've been breaking down. So um, you can kind of call that a retest, but I would kind of want to see this come back and retrace back down here. Let me make this bigger for y'all. All right. So we closed down here. We came up, filled the gap. I kind of want to see this retest right here. All right. So I like QCOM for shorts as well too. Other than that though, I mean, there's not really much else to say. I mean, I guess we can kind of go check on our other Qs popped up. Where is it? Where is it? Let's look at the exchange rate, y'all. Yeah, 159 is not good either, bro. So depending, this is gonna let us know what Japan decides to do themselves. All right, the exchange rate right here between U.S. and Japan. The higher that this goes, the more likely that we have Japan willing to start um, selling off some assets so that way they could buy the yen back. All right, that way they could strengthen their currency. It can't completely go to shit, and then after that, the yen's not worth anything at all. They need to keep some value there. So typically, what happens here at this state around this number 159, 160, is 157 or 157.5 to like 160. That's where it gets detrimental, and then that's where they start, falling into drastic measures. This is why when you see this drop right here, that's when you see it really come down because that's when they really start selling all their assets. So that way they can pretty much go back and buy their yen back and pretty much build some strength back into their own currency. Okay. So when you see drops like this, that's when you know that they're selling off. Now, exactly what they're selling, I mean, I can't sit here and tell you. My best guess would just be usually it's tech companies, semiconductors, things like that, and then bonds, at like assets such as like real estate, things like that. So pretty much that's what we're looking for right now. So it's been hanging out here. I mean, if this goes even higher, then the stronger that drop is going to be, and that's something to really take into consideration right now. You really want to wait for the drop first more than anything. Start shorting stuff across in the market. It's better off to show up late to the party. So this is just another good indicator. I keep that on my watch list. USD JPY. All right. Let's see. Let's jump to my futures. I want to see if if we have any other SMT divergences. No, we just got that one up there still. So as long as these two are pretty much on track, I mean, we're still on the path for some downfall. All right, with this SMT divergence, this is pretty much indicating us that we're gonna see some more downside. All right, so we got it right there. We got it right here. Um, until we see another one pop up and we see this NQ pretty much flip bullish, we start seeing a line as such. This one goes down like this. Let me zoom in for y'all. This one is in a bearish trend. When we see it flip up like this, then we can pretty much call it the market's going to flip back to being bullish. But as of right now, they're still headed down the same path, still moving alike, and this is pretty much exactly what you want to see when it comes to the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. All right. So until then, let's see what's let's see what's let's see what today and tomorrow really gives us. All right. We have our monthly open, we have our weekly open. I want to see it start breaking down. If we can't get above this level right here, then oops, wrong one. I see it's coming down some more. All right. Alrighty. Well, I mean, other than that, folks, I mean that's pretty much it. That's all we have for today. All right. Since I'm not working, I got some off time. I'll be dropping more videos, but they'll be all inside the Discord. All right. I'm not gonna be dropping them on here on YouTube. So y'all want me to go over any charts, anything like that? Go ahead and shoot me a message, and I'll get it going, and I'll start doing those videos for y'all, as well as my folks inside of the Discord. Where are y'all? Beautiful. All right. For those in my 1K challenge, this week is our last week right here. Okay, folks. So if y'all are up, I would definitely consider taking all y'all's profit. All right. That's just my best advice to y'all when it comes to this challenge. This is all just paper trading. So take your profit, close out a lot of positions, make sure that those losses are small. And I think we're going to get some more good trades. So, I mean, hey, man, if you feel like you're down, you feel like you're in the dumps, you know what I'm saying? Now would be a good time to kind of, go and, go in a little bit heavier. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like, based off of what you're seeing on what I'm reporting and what I'm pretty much giving y'all and how the dots are connecting, I would consider wanting to go a little bit heavier on some positions and close out ASAP, because the more you put in, the more you get out. But also do keep in mind, the more you put in, the more you could possibly lose. Okay. So this is part of the whole challenge to get y'all to understand these things. You know what I'm saying? So understand the risk management, understand the risk that you're willing to take. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like this whenever, you're like, oh, well, I gotta hurry up and get back. And, I gotta be up. It's called revenge trading, but this is a challenge. All right. So, and to be honest, it's a really good week. If you really are going to put some money up, really put something at risk, now would be a great time to do it, simply just because of everything that's factoring into the market. So that's just something that I would just take into consideration for this challenge. All right. Just for this challenge, if it comes to actual live trading, be a little bit smarter. You know what I'm saying? But, sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit, y'all. So if y'all really want that dub, y'all want that 1K, then, you know, put your money up, big dog. All right. All right. I know a lot of y'all been trading really smart. And this is why I'm giving y'all, the green light to go ahead and do what y'all gotta do. Y'all been very smart with your money. Y'all been managing your money really, really, really wisely. So give at least one trade. Give at least one trade, a good trade to where you put some capital, a good amount of capital up, and see what that could do for you. You know what I'm saying? It might make the difference between you and everyone else. So, and what's that saying that they got nowadays? No risk, no Rari. So yeah. So see the difference, and maybe that one trade this week could probably be the trade that really separates you from everyone else. Just like I said. Okay. So take it as you will, and market's about to open up here in the next, what, like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna leave it to y'all. Um, First 30 minutes. All right, folks. First 30 minutes, we are pretty much looking for. Um, Let me just leave this with y'all. All right. First 30 minutes, manipulation. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it shoot up. Wouldn't be surprised if we see it shoot down. I give it about an hour, hour and a half until we kind of start seeing what it really wants to do. And to be honest, if I'm being honest, compared to what I'm seeing across the board, I got a feeling they're going to want to push the market up to the 200-day. I might get into some shorts towards the end of the day. So just stay tuned and just keep up to date with me. All right. But other than that, y'all be patient and y'all have a good day trading. All right. Love y'all.